It's crazy because when I first started the When Dreams Become a Reality episodes, the quality of my work wasn't the best, but the message was always the same. It's always been positive. It's always been going after your dreams and never giving up. But 7 or 8 months later, now I'm doing the same thing for others and helping them get their visions out there, get their visuals out there to the world. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and there's a lot of projects that will be releasing within the next few weeks. My biggest purpose and goal at this point in my life is to continue to push Family Dreams Fitness out to the world as much as possible, to make sure everybody's as healthy as they can possibly be, giving their all. And I also want people to market themselves better, because we use Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, but we use it to the bare minimum. We don't expand on that. We can all have access to video cameras, which is on our phone. We can make things a little bit more personal and more creative than just a quick 10-second snap or 1-minute Instagram video. My challenge to all my peers and those in my generation is, before you do something, think of a more creative way to do it. If somebody has already done it before, yeah, you may be able to use that platform, but try to make it your own, because we're doing too much of the same thing and we have way more power than we're giving ourselves credit. And that gives us so much freedom. It allows us to be anything we want to be. We just have to put in the hard work, we have to put in the research, we have to put in the sacrifices. We also have to, the most important part is just the patience. Things will come when they're supposed to come. 8 months ago, I didn't know right now I would be working with 2 and 3 different other people to get their dreams started or to continue their dreams. And this is still literally just the beginning. I know my mom means well, and she's a great mother. I am who I am because of her, but there's a time as cliche as it sounds, there's a time in a young man's life where he needs to be set free. He needs to be able to explore the world without having somebody in his ear saying how it should be or how it can be or how it won't be if you do certain things. I've gotten to where I am because I've pushed the boundaries and I've listened to myself and learned from mistakes. And I will continue to grow and continue to learn from mistakes. But my suggestion and advice to those in the same situation is, understand that your parents may not understand exactly what you're doing, but if you have a passion for something, go with it. Ignore what your parents are saying if it's your true passion and you're putting in the work and the results are showing. Eventually, your parents will understand. Just to give a personal example of pushing through negativity and pushing through naysayers, before I made my first episode of When Dreams Become a Reality, my mom told me how dumb of an idea it was, how that it was a waste of time, how it didn't make sense, it wasn't going to bring in any money, it was just me wasting time trying to do too many things at once. She didn't understand that by me doing When Dreams Become a Reality, it was bringing attention to the business that I was trying to put out, which was Family Dreams Fitness. I don't want to have to sell something without the person knowing who I am first, because it's just like buying from a stranger. I want the person to know who I am, what I'm about, what my goals are, just to know how genuine I am. And the more I do that, the more they're going to follow or purchase what I'm trying to sell. Me and my mom have gone through countless arguments and fights over me being selfish for not listening to her opinion, or me not giving her credit, or me dismissing her ideas. But like I said earlier, when you have a dream and a vision and you can't sleep, and whenever you sleep you're thinking about this vision, whenever you're awake you're working on this vision, you have to listen to your gut feeling and you have to keep pushing. Episode 1, I was told that it was dumb, and this is from my mom, so this is the person that's closest to me, saying it's dumb, I shouldn't do it. If I would have listened to her thinking that she knew what was best, none of this would have happened. If I would have listened to her and said, okay, let me just do the standard, go out there, become a personal trainer and corporate fitness, I wouldn't have the freedom to work with others on their dreams. I wouldn't have the freedom to work at my pace and learn from my mistakes. And after months of arguments, nights of arguments, I'm here at this point at episode 31, working on 2 or 3 different documentaries at once, and I have trained 2 families with potential to have 2 or 3 more clients. So my biggest message is just keep pushing. Your parents, they will understand. The naysayers, if they don't understand, it doesn't matter. As long as you're satisfied with your life, that's all that should matter. And eventually, the world will follow your lead.